Hi everybody, welcome to Brelsford Family Homestead. I'm Darcy. Today we're going to make some ginger snaps. I'm really excited about this. I love ginger snaps. I love crispy ginger snaps, and we're going to use the ginger that we preserved together recently if you were here for that video. If not, I will put a link to it up here. So the first thing I need to do though is make more brown sugar. I'm almost out. It's super easy, so if you've never done that before, I'll show you how I do it here so you can do it. It's really super easy and it doesn't get hard like store-bought brown sugar. So as long as you have molasses and sugar, you can make it at any time. When I say this is easy, I am serious. We're just gonna put some sugar in our stand mixer here. We are going to use the pedal attachment, and then we're just going to add some molasses. You can add more if you want it darker. I usually just eyeball it. A couple tablespoons is the most if you fill it. But once it starts mixing, you can add some more. I'm getting down to the bottom of mine. It's kind of messy. Let's put this on the mixer. All right. Just gonna turn it on and let it mix. Okay, this is light brown sugar, which is what we need. If you want it darker, you just add more molasses. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can just go through by hand. And I know that seems like it would be really sticky, but it's not really. You just end up with a lot of sugar on your hand. We will need sugar, baking soda, ginger, 1 egg, brown sugar, all-purpose flour, molasses, cinnamon, ground cloves, salt, and butter. I've got my brown sugar all mixed up in here in my container. We're going to use that same bowl to mix up the cookies. So I've got 1 1/2 sticks of butter in here. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of lightly packed brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of sugar, which we're going to use more sugar than that, but that's all we're going to use at the moment. So we'll get that. It'll probably take a few minutes. You want it to be light and fluffy. So your butter should be room temperature, not warm like in the microwave. So make sure it's not too warm. You don't want it to be too runny, but it needs to be soft. So it may take a little longer if it's not quite soft enough. We'll put this on the mixer. Okay, this is good. Let's move on to the next thing. I forgot to tell you, you do want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and prepare some baking sheets with some parchment paper. So I didn't have to bring this all the way over here. We're just going to add molasses and an egg. So you could just do that at your mixer, and we're going to beat this until it's well incorporated. Okay, we're going to add some salt, baking soda, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. And 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. See if I can do this without making a mess. Now I'll just incorporate that. It's time to form the cookies. I'm just going to use this cookie scoop, and I have some baking pans here with some parchment, and I have the other 1/2 cup of sugar in a bowl here because we're going to roll the cookies out, put them in the sugar before putting them on the baking pan. I'm really really looking forward to eating these. So I am also, just if you've been around here for a while, I'm using something else with my recording. So I'm trying to make sure I'm looking in the right space. So if I'm not, I'm sorry, I'm learning how to use this. So let's get these rolled out. Do you want to see? I'm using this. Like magnets, shows me, hi, what's on there. Pretty cool, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna use this cookie scoop. If you do not have one, you could just use like a tablespoon or something. I'm just gonna do a couple at a time and put them in this bowl of sugar. Something like that, and then just kind of toss them around. Hopefully keep my hands a little bit cleaner. You want to leave plenty of room for them to spread out. So we'll do about that. Can you see? I'll get these all done and I'll show you how many I fit on here. I got 32 cookies rolled out. We're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven for 15 minutes, and then we will let them cool on the trays for 5 minutes before taking them off. We'll definitely be taste testing these together. The cookies are done. Let's get them out of the oven. Oh, that looks so good. So we're gonna let them cool for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and taste test them together. Okay, the 5 minutes is up, and all I'm going to do is just slide my parchment paper off of the pans onto my granite countertop. That's how I usually cool my cookies. It cools really fast, but you can use a cooling rack if that's what you want to do. If these are completely cool, they will be crispier than right now, but they're almost completely cool, and I really want to give it a try. I'll show you that there. Oh, doesn't that look good? So I will be honest with you guys and tell you that I am disciplined in many things, but disciplined in how many cookies I eat, I am not. They are my kryptonite, so I don't know how many of these I'm gonna eat, but it's gonna be several. Those are so good. And I know they'll be even a little bit more crispy. The taste of that ginger is so good. It kind of hits you afterwards. I love this. I love that so much. That's gonna be, you know when I'm gonna really enjoy that? Tomorrow morning. I am totally gonna take 1 or 2 or 3 and dip them in my coffee. That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be excellent. I hope you guys give this a try too. These are super easy. I love how crispy these are. I know there are soft ginger snap cookies, but then they wouldn't snap. If you prefer those, let me know in the comments below, but I'm looking forward to these. I guess I should put some aside for my family. I appreciate you watching. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. God bless.